Hi! Have you ever found something that is not yours and you don't know who it belongs to? Well, that has just happened to me. I found these really cool glasses, but I don't know who they belong to. Now, normally when this happens, I take the item to the lost and found basket at school and I put it inside. But what about if you want to ask people if they know who this belongs to? How do you do that? Well, let's find out.
To find out whom an object belongs to, we use whose to ask a question. For example, this little boy is talking to this little girl, and he wants to know, whose shoes are those? Whose shoes are those? And the little girl says, those are Bill's shoes. She knows whose shoes those are. What about this example? Whose teddy bear is that? Oh, she knows too. That is Anna's teddy bear. So in our example with the basketball, I could ask people, whose basketball is this? And maybe my friends wouldn't know, but if someone knows, they would say, oh, that's John's basketball. Okay, so this is how we ask whom an object belongs to. We always start by asking the question with whose. Now that we know how to ask a question, we need to learn how to answer. So, one way to answer a question that starts with whose is to answer by adding apostrophe S. For example, whose shoes are those? Those are Bill's shoes. Do you see the apostrophe S? That means that the shoes belong to Bill. They are Bill's shoes. Here's another example that we looked at before. In the question, whose teddy bear is that? We see that it's Anna's teddy bear. The apostrophe S tells us that the teddy bear belongs to Anna. Okay, this is the first way that we can talk about things that belong to us or other people. Another way to answer a question with whose is to use a possessive adjective. And these possessive adjectives change based on the subject of the sentence. So if I'm talking about myself with I'm going to use the possessive adjective my. If I'm talking to someone else and saying you, it's your. For he, it's his. For she, it's her. For it, we use its. For we use our. And for they, we use their. We use possessive adjectives in 3 different situations. To talk about things that belong to somebody. For example, this is my dress. It's my dress. I am talking about my dress. Or, in this situation, this is your teddy bear. It belongs to you, so it's your teddy bear. Then we have situations where we use them to talk about relationships between people. For example, that's her brother. So she is here, and that's her brother. And he is here. That's his sister. His sister, her brother. Or when we're talking about a group of people, like when we use they, we can use the possessive adjective their. Their teacher has got short hair. You see that? Their teacher here has got short hair. We also use possessive adjectives to talk about parts of the body. In this picture, we see two girls, and they're saying, we brush our teeth every morning. Because the subject is we, the possessive adjective is our. If I'm talking about myself, I would say, I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth every morning. When we're talking about animals or things, we can use the subject pronoun it and the possessive adjective its. For example, there is a tree in front of my house. Its leaves are turning brown because it is fall. Its leaves is talking about the leaves that belong to the tree. And a tree is a thing, so we can also replace the tree with the subject pronoun it. Here's an example with an animal. The cat is licking its fur. We can change the cat to it. It is licking its fur, the fur belonging to the cat. Now, some people like to refer to animals as he or she, depending on whether the animal is a male or female. If you hear someone talk about an animal in this way, they will use the possessive adjective his or her instead of it and its. All right, now that you have seen all of these different ways to use possessive adjectives and how to ask questions, you're ready for the exercises. Good luck and goodbye!